Why, hello there! Thanksgiving is a national holiday that is celebrated by many different countries, but today I will focus on only one of them, the American Thanksgiving. Now, we all know the story of the pilgrims and the natives being the first American Thanksgiving, but that isn't essentially true. In truth, days of thanks were celebrated even before the pilgrims made it to America. Because the world was very harsh in the days of yore, people back then would have days of thanks after a successful harvest, recovery from a bad illness, or just because things have been going smoothly after years of war or hardship. Probably why many places celebrate their own Thanksgiving. But in America, people would celebrate just by landing the boats to the new land. You know, because they didn't die after transport. In fact, in Virginia alone, the immigrants would celebrate Thanksgiving pretty regularly since, 1607. One voyage in 1619 said that whenever they landed at their designated spot, they should give thanks yearly by the date of their land. That place was called Berkeley Hundred, where that said Thanksgiving was celebrated there at Berkeley Plantation till around the middle of the 20th century. As you can see, these Thanksgivings were years before the now famous one that everyone talks/whines about. That happened in 1621. With all of these many Thanksgivings celebrated, it took America quite some time until they were able to pick a day for theirs. During the American Revolution, for example, they thought to celebrate a Day of Thanks in the month of December. But that kept shifting and it didn't stick to a month because of, whoever was the president or whoever the governor of the state was. Sometimes it wasn't even celebrated at all. It wasn't until the American Civil War where Thanksgiving was finally a national holiday thanks to Abraham Lincoln. Yes, he made it so that every last Thursday of November was the day Thanksgiving should be celebrated. Years later, Grant made it a federal holiday as to make sure the day was yearly celebrated, and this worked fairly well. Well, until FDR came in. He once again tried to mess with the date, but after a bit of backlash, it was finally declared that American Thanksgiving should be celebrated every last Thursday in November. And then they changed it again a year later to the fourth Thursday of November. Yes, finally a date. It took Americans quite a while to figure out which day they should celebrate their Thanksgiving. And even though the Pilgrim story is the most popular one, there is still a big debate on when the real first Thanksgiving happened in America. Honestly though, there probably will never be an answer of which one was the first one. Now this holiday of thanks is about football, hanging out with family members you don't like, and looking at those terrible deals for the day after Thanksgiving. Well, that is unless you work at a store that has you work on Thanksgiving. You'll get the privilege of working for a jerk who doesn't care about holidays or family. How fun!